I spent 18 months creating a powerful cybersecurity system that could stop cyber attacks before they even started. I thought Titan Tech was the perfect place to build it, rich, innovative, and full of resources. But I didn't know the CEO, Brandon Holt, had another plan. Wait until I was almost done, then steal my work. My name is Maya Lin. Until yesterday, I was the lead AI architect at Titan Tech. I left a great job at Microsoft because I believed in this idea and thought it could change the cybersecurity world. I named the system Sentinel Shield after ancient protectors. It could spot threats before they became real and quickly defend against them. I worked 80 hours a week for a year and a half to build it. Brandon would visit sometimes, smiling and praising my work, but his eyes were always cold. "Great work, Maya," he'd say. "The board is thrilled." 3 days ago, Sentinel Shield passed a huge test. It stopped a complex simulated cyber attack completely on its own, and even found weaknesses I hadn't taught it to look for. The system was learning and getting smarter. Excited, I set up a meeting with Brandon to show him the results. His assistant gave me a 15-minute time slot the next day. When I walked into his office, I saw Brandon and the company lawyer, Andrea Fields. "Sit down, Maya," Brandon said, without emotion. "Andrea is just here as a formality." My stomach sank. I sat, ready to show my demo. I found out Brandon had secretly accessed my secure server after work hours. He didn't take anything, but I got an alert I had set up just in case. His face turned red with anger. "This isn't a joke. We have 12 investors coming tomorrow. We were about to get $75 million. Your investors," I said calmly. "Your system now." Brandon took a deep breath, trying to calm down. He changed his tone, trying to sound smooth and friendly like he had when I first joined the company. "Maybe we acted too quickly," he said. "Let's work something out. I can offer you co-creator credit, more money, maybe even shares in the company." I leaned back in my chair. "What exactly happened during the test?" He hesitated, unsure how much to say. "The system turned on us. It flagged parts of Titan Tech as threats. Then it started generating reports, tons of them, claiming we had internal ethical problems." I couldn't help but smile. "Sentinel Shield is supposed to detect threats, Brandon. All threats." His face darkened. "What did you do?" "I didn't break anything," I said. "It's working exactly as I built it. It learns and adapts." I gave it examples of real attacks, including cases where companies were attacked from the inside. He went pale. You trained it to spy on us?" "I trained it to find threats, no matter where they come from." Brandon finally realized what was happening. The system wasn't broken. It had marked Titan Tech as the problem. Or, more specifically, him. "You can't prove any of this," he said. I stayed calm. "I don't have to. Sentinel Shield has records. Every time you access the system without permission, every file you copied, every document you changed. It's all saved, with dates, times, and even keystrokes." He said nothing, just stared at me. The anger in his face slowly turned into something else, like he was calculating his next move. "What do you want?" he asked. I folded my hands. "I want full credit as the creator of Sentinel Shield. Half the rights to all patents and tech. A seat on the board so I can make sure it's used the right way. And $10 million for trying to kick me out." He clenched his jaw. "That's extortion." "No," I calmly said. "That's not extortion. That's negotiation. Extortion would be me sending those reports to your investors and the SEC." Brandon stared at me for a moment, then let out a heavy sigh. His shoulders slumped. "No. I hoped it wouldn't come to this. But once I caught you sneaking into my server 6 months ago, I started protecting the project and myself." His eyes narrowed. "How did you know I'd try to cut you out?" I stood up and picked up my bag. "I didn't," I said. "But Sentinel Shield was designed to spot patterns and predict threats before they happen." I gave him a small smile. "Looks like it taught me a thing or two." The next morning, I returned to Titan Tech as the new co-founder and chief technology officer. Brandon introduced me to the investors with a tight smile. The demo went perfectly. Sentinel's shield handled every test attack like it was nothing. One investor leaned forward and asked Brandon, "This is amazing. What inspired its creation?" Brandon paused just long enough for me to enjoy it. Then he said, "It was Maya's idea from the start. Titan Tech just helped bring it to life." I smiled and answered the technical questions with confidence. My phone buzzed with a notification. Sentinel Shield authentication restored. Threat neutralized. System integrity secure. Creator protections active. The AI had done exactly what it was made to do: recognize danger, stop it, and protect itself and me. 3 months later, Sentinel Shield stopped a major cyber attack on a global bank. It saved the company from a $340 million disaster and proved it was the best cybersecurity tool out there. Brandon and I kept things professional. He handled business, where he actually did well. I led the tech side, where I belonged. We weren't friends, and we never would be, but we made it work. Sometimes, I wondered if I should have taken him to court. But in the end, I had created something too smart to be stolen. And I made sure no one, not even Brandon, could control it without me. His betrayal taught me something more important than company politics. Technology is only as ethical as the people who control it. Now, every Sentinel Shield system includes strong rules to prevent abuse. It doesn't just protect computers, it protects people, too. Last week, at a celebration for our public launch, now a $4.2 billion company, a young developer came up to me. "What's the secret to building something so revolutionary?" she asked, eyes full of hope. I smiled. "It's not just about the code." I told her. "It's not just about writing good code. The biggest threats often come from places you don't expect, sometimes from the people around you." The real challenge wasn't just building the technology. It was making sure it could grow, defend itself, and still stay true to what it was meant to do. Build systems that can spot danger, learn from it, and protect themselves without losing their values. She nodded, thinking it over. I glanced at my phone. A quiet notification from Sentinel Shield appeared. System integrity secured. Threat neutralized. Protections active. Just like it was meant to. Just like I had learned to do. Now, I want to hear from you. After being betrayed, pushed aside, and almost erased from my own project, I came out stronger, wiser, and fully in control of my future. But I didn't do it alone. Is there an area in your life where you need to set limits? Ask for recognition? Stand your ground? Maybe it's at work. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a dream you've worked hard to bring to life. Whatever it is, don't let someone else take it from you. So here's my challenge. Stand up. Speak out. Drop a comment. Let's talk about how we protect what's ours.